Alright, welcome to day 49 of our journey to Platinum here in Elden Ring. Today I'm going to be continuing down through the Mausoleum compound. Well, I guess I should say I'm going to be continuing down in front of the Mausoleum compound, and then we'll move up towards the actual compound itself. So yesterday what I did was I wrapped up pretty much all of the ruined labyrinth, and then we went up here to the Black Knife Catacombs, killed both bosses there. So I want to clear out this section here today and all the way over this kind of whole cut through, and then we'll come up to the compound and hopefully be able to go over to the Erdtree as well. So as I was saying yesterday, just like most areas in this game, this area is a good bit bigger than I had remembered in general. So even though I was hoping to pretty much wrap it up yesterday, I quickly realized that was not going to be the case. So this is probably still going to be... This will take up most of today's episode and probably tomorrow's as well. So we'll see. But for those of you that are new, the whole goal of this playthrough is to be thorough to an obsessive level. My whole goal is to collect even every single crafting material in the environment, even though it's not necessary, but I figured it'd be fun to go that thorough with the environment and basically make it where we see every last corner before everything wraps up. So let's head down here into this whole section. I feel like this, so I was saying the Ruined Labyrinth was wrapped up. I feel like this isn't technically part of Ruined Labyrinth. This is more of like an open area here. So I would say Ruined Labyrinth was completely finished yesterday, and obviously that whole path up the side towards where the catacombs were, that's done. Ooh, there's some blood roses around here. I also pulled this mausoleum down yesterday, walked inside there, so that's all set. And as I was saying yesterday as well, I'd like to actually use one of these mausoleums at some point, because I've never duplicated a remembrance before. I've never really had a reason to, but I would like to utilize one in this playthrough just so that I can see how it works exactly. Whoa, even from down here, listen to that. You can hear the ancestral followers just stomping up there. That's really interesting. I'm surprised you can hear them from all the way down here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trying to go thorough through all of the edges. And then I'll kind of work my way into the center. Because like I said, my goal is to be super, super thorough as usual, collect absolutely everything. So I figure if I go through all these edges first, then I can work my way in. And after I finish this whole section around here surrounding the pond, I want to go down to these woods and then over to this. And this is a drop down. I think that is only accessible from the lake, unless you decide to drop all the way down there. And I'm not going to do that because I want to go through all of that when I actually work on the lake in a couple of episodes. So I think it probably will just be a few more episodes until I feel confident that everything up here is done, and we can actually head back down into the Lake of Liurnia and continue all that, and hopefully real soon get over to Raya Lucaria, because I'm so excited to go through Raya Lucaria. It's been so long since I've progressed through there, and it's definitely, from what I remember, it's definitely a lot smaller in terms of content, I would say, than maybe Stormveil Castle is, unless I'm remembering wrong. But even though there's maybe not quite as much to explore in there, and it's not as detailed and maze-like as some of the other larger castles and stuff like that are throughout the game, I still think it's such a cool area to explore, because it's definitely very different than the other castles and stuff that you encounter, because of the fact that it's all based around glintstone and all that. So the enemies and their attacks and stuff like that are very different than the other types of larger dungeons that you find in the game. So that makes it a lot of fun. And I don't think I've missed any caves or anything in here. I don't think that there's any caves down here. I think I would have noticed them as I was going along those edges, if there were. So everything along those edges is good. Up there I went yesterday. That's what leads over to... I think that led to the shield, like the ancestral follower shield that had basically horns on it. You know what I realized? After I recorded yesterday's episode, I was sitting there a long time after... Like, I think I had already uploaded the episode at this point. And for whatever reason, I just randomly started thinking about how yesterday I was talking about that like slasher movie that I had watched called Open 24 Hours, and like I explained sort of the premise and the plot line yesterday, but I realized that I didn't ever explain why I was talking about that. I never circled back to what made me think of it was when I picked up that shield that had the antlers on it and how you could attack with the shield itself. I was reminded that in that movie, someone is killed because someone takes, and like I said, it's a gory movie. It's a slasher type thing. It's horror. So someone takes the head of a deer or the head of a buck off the wall and rams it into someone's chest, and so the antlers just like basically go through his entire chest out his back. It's disgusting. But that was what made me think of it, was that shield yesterday, and I never circled back to it. It was just a random thought I had. Alright, so now what I'm trying to do is get through all of these edges up here, because this is everything that's leading into... This should basically lead me into the forest. I don't know if there's... Oh man, I'm full on Roa again. Holy crap. Yeah, so I don't know if there's much down in this forest. I guess I will see shortly. And you know what I'm thinking? I might end up needing to... I'm probably going to need to craft more stuff with Roa and then throw a bunch of the rest out, because I think my... How much can I make? I can only make one. Yeah, so I'm going to just drop some Roa over here, because the reason that I like to continue collecting the Roa is because it makes it easier to get through an area and know that everything was collected. So I don't really like to leave it behind, because then I'm looking through an area and going, oh wait, there's stuff over there, and then it turns out it's just Roa. So I'm gonna discard maybe... I'm gonna just discard 998, honestly, because I've got so much in my chest. So just drop all that, and then I can keep collecting. That's so crazy that I've ended up hitting the max like twice now already. Because the first time I just crafted a whole bunch of Roa fruit to feed Torrent with, and so that was like 600 right there. So apparently just since then I've collected like another 600 Roa, which is wild. Oh, look at this. Okay, so there are guys here. I figured there'd be enemies in here, but I just don't know if there's going to be like many items or anything. Crap, I'm going to get stuck here. Dang it. I'm so sorry, Torrent. Didn't mean to do that to you, pal. Getting stuck again. Crap. I do feel like fighting these on horseback is easier, despite the way I'm making it look. The way I make it look is not usually reality, because usually I make it way harder than it needs to be. Alright, so I don't think there's anything back here. This is just like a little indentation into the rock. This little section here I've done. Everything, there's still some Roa right there, and that's kind of what I'm talking about, is that helps me know, like, if there's still Roa sitting there, then I know, okay, maybe I haven't walked over this yet. But if there's literally nothing, then I know, okay, like, that's been checked. I can walk away from this and know that it's done. Which is why I don't like to get full on certain items, because it just helps with thoroughness. The one thing I did want to run back over to, because this is dipping down into the actual forest. So I want to run back over to this real fast, since this is where I couldn't collect the Roa, and just see if there was anything else I missed. Because I don't know, you probably can't hear it on the mic, but I basically, as we're running around, in order to get to the level of thoroughness that we've been doing, I basically am just mashing triangle all the time. That way, anything I pass by, I can pick up. So I'm just hitting it over and over and over again to avoid missing things. I noticed that helps me fly through an area a little bit faster, I guess. So all of this is good, so I can actually head down into the forest itself now and see what's going on. Oh yeah, and so there's not only is this like a decline down into the forest, I think I actually have to drop. What am I hearing though? Oh, I think there's a rune bear down there, isn't there? So I see the line here that'll drop me in there. I definitely hear a rune bear. Do I see him though? Oh, he's right here. Okay. All right, let's do this. I'm going to throw fire on, and I don't know if he's the only one. I'm hoping that he indeed is. Get a couple of good hits here while he awakes. Maybe get bleed in the process. Look at that. I'm getting better and better with those dodges. Not with that though. That's the one that always ends up hitting me. And I'm gonna heal real fast. Oh crap! No! I'm putting fire on. Is that a hug? Is that a hug? It's not a hug. Hey Charles, can you stop, buddy? You're putting your face right on the controller. Okay, jump out of the way of that. I still haven't gotten bleed. Where's my bleed? Yeah, where the heck is my bleed? I've got to be... There it is. My goodness. This dude is a bleed-resistant bear, if I've ever seen one. He's got armor on under all that fur. Okay, sweet. Some beast blood. And then what is this? Arterial leaf. Oh, wait, is there another... There's not another Wandering Mausoleum here, right? I think it's down below. Yeah, there is. Ooh, yeah, and you can't... Remember when I was saying this is a drop? You can't even do that drop. That would kill you, for sure. So yeah, there's that Wandering Mausoleum down there that I'll go down to another day, because that's a whole other section. And then I don't know if this leads all the way back up, or if I hit a dead end here. I guess let's see. And then I'll kind of turn around and go back and explore some of the stuff I just skipped over. It kind of helps me again with the thoroughness if I kind of like find the end of the area and somewhat backtrack, because then I kind of know what I'm working with and what all I need to check. Can you guys stop jumping so much? My goodness, please. There you go. All right, so yeah, let's see. Does this hit a dead end, or does this literally take me... Okay, so this takes me up to the Mausoleum compound. Okay, I like that. That's good. So then I know what we're headed towards then. So let me just go back down and explore from the back. Oh, wow. This gives you a really good view of like everything related to Raya Lucaria. Because you've got that, I guess that's like the northern entrance there from Bellum Highway. And then you've got the actual bridge that's all broken down. Man, that looks so cool. This is a really good view of that. I didn't remember that this view was right here. Alright, so let's go in and check this forest real quick. Do some thorough checking through here. And also, I guess, see if there's any caves in here. I don't think that there are. I don't recall one here. But I could be very, very mistaken. I do think that there's other items down here, though, besides just the item that was in that chair near the rune bear. I could have sworn that there was some other stuff down here besides that. And it'd be cool if there was a cave here that I totally forgot about. So I guess we'll see. But in the process of looking for such a cave, let's go through here and make sure that every last crafting material has been picked up. Just so that we can be real thorough, you know? And I think I'll use this as my line. I'll check all that later. So once where the slope starts, I can check that in just a little bit after I've checked everything over here. And these are, I've said before that these are the spots where it's like super dense with forests and bushes and trees and stuff. These are the spots that it's hardest to go to that level of thoroughness where every like crafting material, including like excrement like that, is picked up. When there's all these trees and stuff like that, that's when it's the most tricky, I would say. Because I'm always second-guessing myself about which bushes I've run through and all that. So I think there is, though, there's not like a huge slope up over here, but I do think there's another little section over here. And maybe this is where I was thinking that there's another item or something, because I feel like there's something else down here besides just crafting materials. I could have sworn that a couple of years ago when I did my actual like first playthrough of the game, I could have sworn I remember finding stuff over here. But perhaps not. That might not end up being the case. I should be real close to being able to level. What actually... So I'm now at 25,000 it costs to level, and that's crazy. I feel like I feel like this far into the game, like, I don't feel like I'm far enough in yet for it to cost 25,000, but I totally am. Because eventually it gets to the point where you're looking at, like, I think at the end of my first playthrough, because I was at probably level close to like 180 by the time I wrapped up the playthrough, I think it was costing somewhere around like 150,000 runes to level by the time I wrapped up, which was crazy. I mean, obviously, like, the whole point is, as long as everything's balanced relatively well, which I feel the game is balanced pretty well overall, it means that you're getting more runes as you kill things anyway, so ultimately it doesn't really matter. But it's just crazy how earlier on in the game like this, you're looking at, wow, 25,000 runes. Woo! I'm going through puberty again. 25,000 runes to level, and then you get towards the end of the game and it's like, holy crap, 125,000 runes to level? Like, it feels like so much eventually. But again, just balance and optimization, I think helps with that. Man, I'm still picking up stuff. There's still crafting materials around here that apparently I have skipped over. Man, with all this fog, all of a sudden you can't really see anything of that over there, or any of the stuff over there. Okay, so this whole forest should be good. Let me work my way up this path now, and we'll work our way into the Mausoleum compound. I think I've talked about that area a couple times as we've been nearing it the past couple of days. I was saying that I had gotten confused because I didn't remember that. Like, I knew that there was an area around here called something related to mausoleums, but I didn't realize that it was this far in. I didn't realize that it was past the old palace ruins, and I was just remembering wrong, I guess. But now that I realize that it's specifically called the Mausoleum compound, I don't like that name, because all that it makes me think of is some sort of weird cult or something. Makes me think of like a compound where there's a dude in there that has like 25 wives, and I don't know why compound. That's just what it makes me think of, and I don't like to think about that. So I think they should have done like Mausoleum Alley or Mausoleum Field or something like that. Especially considering that it's really only one mausoleum in the actual compound. So I don't know if you can totally classify that as a compound. Although I would assume that compound more denotes not what's in there, or not how many of what's in there, but more so that it's like a blocked off fortified area. Because I know a compound can also be something that it's like a fortified area for a military or something. But the cult part is always what I think of first, I feel like. Okay, so a lot of these corners are good. I've grabbed everything. Is this another glowing skull? So then once we get up into the actual compound, into the cult area, then I will be able to, I think I'll probably next head towards the minor Erdtree, I think. And I can't remember what the boss is there. I think it's just another Erdtree avatar, I think. But I do remember that there's a few different Erdtrees, like minor Erdtrees throughout the game, where you fight bosses other than an Erdtree avatar. But I can't remember for the life of me which minor Erdtrees those are, because there's so many of them. And for the most part, it's Erdtree avatars that you fight at minor Erdtrees. So I guess we'll see momentarily if this is one of them. Let's see. So is there anything? Oh yeah, there is like a whole. I think I walked up to this already though, right? Ooh, but look at this view. This is cool. So you see. Let's see. So that is. Wait a second. I think. That's not part of Mount Gelmir, is it? Isn't that part of? I don't know. I don't know exactly what that is over there because it's outside of the map. I don't remember if that's part of the capital or what, because I feel like Mount Gelmir is up there, like hidden behind that stuff. Yeah, because you can kind of see like right above my head the tip of like part of Volcano Manor, I think. I don't remember exactly what that is over there that we're looking at, but that's still a ways off anyways. This game is just, it's so massive. I mean, even, so the fact that with all of this thoroughness and going through and being obsessive about exploring everything, that obviously, sure, like I'm fully aware that that's extending the length of the series, but even people that have gone through at sort of a rushed rate and have done playthroughs of this game, minimum I've seen, if they're going through and in like checking out every area, even if they go through and maybe don't go super thorough, minimum most series seem to be like 100 episodes, it seems like. And then if they're really checking every area, it's more like 125 episodes. And my goal is to have this done by maybe like 110 or so, I guess. Because a lot of people, even though they're not going super thorough and they're getting through in like 110, 115 episodes, it's because it's their first playthrough, so it's taking a little longer. Whereas I feel like since it's my second playthrough, I can maybe fly through a little faster and explore everything. It's kind of been my goal as we've been going through. Ooh, this should be an Ash of War Scarab. What you got on you, my friend? Oh, Somber Smithing Stone 2. Very nice. Appreciate that. There haven't been any weapons yet that I've chosen to level that have even needed Somber Smithing Stones. Everything that I've leveled so far has just needed regular Smithing Stones. But there are, I think that once I get Rivers of Blood, which is the weapon that I've said multiple times, I want that to be ultimately this build's weapon. Once I get that, I'm 99% sure that takes Somber Smithing Stones. So I'm going to need it for that. And then also, I've still had the Reduvia as my secondary weapon for a long time, like quite a few episodes. And for whatever reason, I just haven't really used it. I don't know. I think the reason I haven't, I was going to say I don't know why, but I think the reason I haven't really used it is because I just keep forgetting that I even have it and that I have it assigned. And I don't feel that it would be useful to use it when I'm on horseback. I think that utilizing my katana is most useful when on horseback because of the fact that it's got a bit more reach. Whereas the Reduvia, I think that that's more like a hand-to-hand, like I'm down up close and personal to whatever I'm fighting. Because it's such a short weapon. It's very stubby. It doesn't have a lot of reach. So because I'm on torrent most of the time, that's one of the reasons why I haven't even thought to pull it out. But inside of maybe some of the, I think maybe inside of some of the dungeons from now on, I should start pulling it out, like in caves and catacombs and stuff, maybe utilizing it a bit more. And then that would give me a reason to upgrade it. I just haven't had a reason yet. All right, so real quick, let me run back this way, because everything basically up to this side of the mausoleum is checked. All of this like foresty stuff here. But then there's a little bit of stuff over here that I kind of skipped over. I think I checked through. Oh no, I didn't, because there's still a mushroom here. Look at that. But yeah, I checked all of that. I believe all of this through here has been checked. Because then I took the path over onto the edge, right up to where that little cliff is. See, look, there's still stuff. How am I still picking up stuff? So much room for collecting activities. So many things, so much stuff. All right, let me go also over here, because this whole spot here I haven't checked out either. I checked down on the edge of this, but I haven't come up to this upper portion yet. Yeah, and this is, like I was saying, now that we're walking through this and I'm seeing how much space there really is here, it's weird to me that it's called the Mausoleum compound, yet there's only one mausoleum up here, because the other one wasn't even technically within like this upper area. It was down by the lake that I already explored. So you can't really classify that as part of the compound, I feel like. What does this lead over to? This lead back. Oh, there's a little hidden area here. 3 Michaelis Lilies and a Stalwart Horn Charm. See, this is one of the reasons I like to explore so thoroughly. I totally could have missed that. Raises robustness. Robustness governs resistance to blood loss and frost. Very cool. Okay, so then this drops me down to where I explored earlier, down to where the other mausoleum was. So let's backtrack into this other stuff I haven't looked at. This... Wait, what is this actually... Can I drop down here and get back up? Because I think this is part of what I looked at. Yeah, because this is what actually drops down. Can I get back up here? Crap, I might have to run all the way around. This is what actually gets back down to that lower area. To where the woods were. And then where was this cut through? Here we go. Okay, so that's a cool little spot. I didn't remember that that was there. That you go back there and actually get a talisman. Or a charm, if you will. And then also some Trina's lilies. So you definitely don't want to miss that, because that's part of the thoroughness I've been talking about in all these episodes is even though, yeah, I go through the environments so thorough in order to collect crafting materials, it's really so that I can make sure that I get talismans and all the weapons and stuff, and make sure that no stone is unturned. Wait, so does this wrap around? Okay, yeah, so that would drop me back down to that whole path that led up from the ruined bear. Okay, so all these bushes should be good. And then there's this whole thing here too. I think this is probably all just nothing. Yeah, because that'll drop me back down towards where, towards like the palace ruins. And then the rest of this should mostly just be open field. Everything leading over towards where this minor Erdtree is at. You know what, while I'm here, I should probably rest real fast. Not that I'm really down much of anything, but I think that I would rather rest before I head over to this boss fight. And then let me see, have I picked up enough stuff? There's no way this is gonna get me to what I need to level, is it? Oh, maybe actually. 25,000. Oh man, I'm just barely. All right, let me go over and kill one of these ancestral followers. Then I can level, because I don't really want to go into the boss fight with all of these on me. So let me go kill one of these friends real fast. Don't hit me. Gotcha. Okay, so let's go level. I'm just, instead of even walking over there, the load screen is probably faster than running. So I'll level real fast. We'll clear out the rest of this open part of the field, and then we'll head into this minor Erdtree and see what's up with this boss. What do I want to level right now? I guess I'll keep going with strength, since I've been saying that I want to be able to use that grafted dragon. And I think, let me see, isn't it like 18 that I need strength wise? So it's 20 strength. So I'm at 17 strength now. So I just need 3 more. Okay. Cool. So that'll be a lot of fun to try that out, because I've never ever utilized that before. So I'm looking forward to using that, seeing how it does. Because I feel like I've definitely seen video of people using it, and it seems pretty good. But I don't know. I think one of the things I've been wondering is how much you need to have it upgraded for it to be super beneficial. Like, am I instantly going to see the benefit out of it as soon as I have the attributes to wield it, or am I going to need to dump some smithing stones into it before I really see much use out of it? I'm not totally sure about that. So I guess we will see once I have the attribute points for it. Okay, so that leads back down also to where I was earlier, to where that mausoleum was. And so I guess let's start taking out these ancestral followers. Then we'll be able to head into the minor Erdtree boss. Assuming that there's definitely a boss over here. I mean, I know that there's some minor Erdtrees that don't even have a boss, but I'm pretty sure that this is one of the ones that does. Because the only one that I've encountered so far in the playthrough that didn't have a boss is the one within the Mistwood. That one literally, like, it's basically probably the most easily accessible one at the beginning of the game, and literally all that's there is, I think it's like tarnished, maybe it's tarnished golden sunflowers, some other crafting materials, and then like some of those tears, like one of the teardrop knots or something like that, as far as I remember. Okay, hang on. So this little section here, I haven't gone through yet because I kind of stopped at this edge. My nose, guys, is itching so bad. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so there's that. Let's see if there's any more crafting materials over on this side. And like I said, I already went inside of this Wandering Mausoleum yesterday. And of course, I don't really have any use for it right now because I used the one remembrance that I had. I used to get the grafted dragon. And so I don't have any on me. So I'm going to have to wait to come and try out one of these mausoleums once I kill another enemy that even drops a remembrance. Which should be relatively soon because I think, like, Renala... yeah, Renala should drop a remembrance, because I know she's got a great rune. But I don't think that they have to have a great rune for them to drop a remembrance, from what I remember about it. I think that there's some things that don't have a great rune, yet they drop a remembrance. But I think everything that drops a great rune always has a remembrance, if that makes sense. So they have to have a remembrance if they have a great rune, but they don't have to have a great rune if they have a remembrance, as far as I know. So, anyways, hello, my friends. It's gonna boop you a few times. That's all I needed from you. I think I hear another scarab. I don't know if it's like a flask scarab or... Oh yeah, it looks like that's a Cerulean scarab. I don't really care about that. Hello there. Don't you backhand me. Got him. Alright, cool. So all of this should be good. Everything within this field and stuff. So we can go ahead and head into the area. Still so much Roa hanging out. Yeah, so that's just a... I don't need any more Cerulean tears right now, so I'm not even gonna bother killing that. Was there a second, though? Was there a second access point here? No, there's not. So it's just, it all sort of closes in on itself right here. And you access it from this one opening. Cool. So, yeah, so it is an Erdtree avatar, and I would like to kill these guys first, though. I don't really want to fight the avatar and these guys. Why did the other one notice me? That's interesting. Yes, I don't want to fight the avatar and these guys, so I should definitely... Oh, shoot! I didn't know he did that. That's never... I haven't had that happen in this playthrough. I think I remember that from times past, but... Whew! Alright, I gotta remember that happens. I'm just gonna use this to heal real fast. Let me see. Yeah, let me keep, I guess, using this to pull these guys out. So, this Erdtree avatar shouldn't be too bad, I wouldn't think. Oh, there's two of them right there. This one shouldn't be too bad. I think that, so the last, I feel like the last one I fought had to be the one in Caelid. And the one in Caelid, I would think, is more difficult than this one, because Caelid is technically supposed to be after this area. And I made relatively quick work of the one in Caelid, so this should be pretty easy. But I might be totally putting my foot in my mouth right now. I might end up getting in here and going, alright, this is not going to be as easy as I thought. So I guess let's see. I'm still trying not to alert him, though, until I've got all these dead. Alright, it should be the last one. There's also, so there's, isn't there Stake of America? Or is there not? I thought there was. Because I see you've got a summoning pool here. Oh yeah, here's the Stake of America right there. Okay. Cool, so if I die, I'll be able to spawn right back here. And I think I should probably go with fire this time around, because I think these are weak to fire. And then also, I'm going to try to stay off of Torrent for now, I think. I feel like usually that's easier. Ooh, man. Not off to a good start. I'm going to do a quick little heal job. Dang it. Alright. So yeah, this is he's definitely taking a lot more damage than the one in Caelid did. Okay, and this is the thing that if I just run, I should avoid all of this. Just run a circle, basically. Sweet. Yeah, he's taking a heck of a lot more damage than the one in Caelid. And also, the one in Caelid is the... Oh, crap, I didn't know that would reach me from there. The one in Caelid is the rotten one, so he spews rot all the time. Doing this again. But I've got him at... Oh, crap, I'm getting stuck. That was not ideal. Okay, now that the fire's gone, I'm definitely doing a bit less damage. So, but I don't have any more fire grease on me at the moment. So I'm just not going to worry about it. Okay. Let's run. I always want to be... I feel like I need to be kind of far away from him when that starts, though, because of that. Like, if I'm far away, he can't get to me to slam his weapon down. Okay, this should be it right here. Gotcha! Yeah, he's way easier than the one in Caelid. Holy crap. Like, that is nothing compared to the one in Caelid. Ooh, and you get 5,800 for that. Magic Shrouding Cracked Tier, Lightning Shrouding Cracked Tier, and Holy Shrouding Cracked Tier. So let's see about those real fast. Crap, what am I doing? I always pass them. Okay, so temporarily boost lightning attacks in mixed physic, temporarily boost fire attacks in mixed physic, and temporarily boost magic attacks in mixed physic. Cool. All right. Very nice. So let me take a look at the map real fast and see. So that's where the Mausoleum compound is. So I've gone all the way along this edge here, and then in between here is what leads me into where the Erdtree is at. So let's explore all of the Erdtree, all of this stuff. So this right here is part of the palace ruins. This right here is part of that lower portion, I believe. It's kind of hard to tell. So let's go through everything with the Erdtree, and I think this should lead me up here, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like, unless I hit a dead end here, I can only access it from back here. I really don't remember, though. So let's start by exploring from this front part, and I'll run through everything and make sure that there's nothing that I could have possibly missed throughout this area. Oh, and this is what I was thinking of. This is why I was thinking that there were 2 access points to this. Because there's a rock in the middle, and you can walk through either the left or the right, so that makes sense. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick little thorough and obsessive exploration of this area, make sure there's nothing here, and I know we've got some crafting materials and stuff, like the tarnished golden sunflowers. I don't know if there's anything else surrounding this Erdtree, though, in terms of items. And like I said, I'm not sure if I can access the next portion from down here, because on the map it doesn't look like it slopes up at all towards that stuff up there, but I could have sworn that you don't have to go around to the back part of Bellum Highway to access that stuff. I thought you could access it from down here and then work your way down towards Bellum Highway, but I could be totally wrong. So I guess we will see here momentarily as I get around towards the back of the Erdtree. And I know that I think it's like a frenzied village. I think that's what that is. Pretty sure that's what those walls are. Is some sort of village with frenzy stuff going on inside of it. And that then leads over towards. I think right here is the Grand Lift of Dectus, I believe. And then also I think there's a tower over near there too. I don't know why I remember that little section relatively well near the Grand Lift. Even though I don't remember exactly what all leads you there, I do remember some of the stuff surrounding it pretty well. And I think, from what I remember, there's a guy in the tower over near there that can see you from like so far away and constantly tries to frenzy you or something. I don't remember. I don't remember that part. I just know that there's like a guy in a tower and something not good is coming from him, as far as I remember. I just don't remember what he's specifically doing. Okay, so all of this field out front, I think we can probably call this A-OK. Oh, there was still another sunflower right there, though. Take that back. But now I should be able to work my way towards the back of the tree. See if there's anything special here. Yeah, and see, this looks like it's hitting a wall. So I guess we're probably going to have to go around. Going to have to go the other way to get to Bellum Highway. So that might mean that it's just about time to actually head back down into the lake then. I'm thinking, if this doesn't allow me to get up here. But I guess let's see if there's anything that I'm missing. Look at all the sparklies. Oh wait, no, those are flowers. They just look like they're sparkling from back there. What about caves, though? Are there any... I don't think there's any caves up here either. It would kind of be a little bit weird if there was one, since literally just dropping down over here, you get over to where the catacombs were that I went through yesterday. So catacombs and caves right near each other probably wouldn't make too much sense. Yeah, so this is a whole wall up this way. And then down there is where I was yesterday. So, because of that, it looks like I've pretty much... I guess I've hit a dead end here. So let me think. So then, where do I want to go next? I feel like we still have a little bit of time left in the episode. So I've explored all of this, gone through all the way back to there, this whole thing. So all of this stuff then is the stuff that we can only access from back here, I guess. And everything way down here is done. So maybe this is what I should do. Maybe we'll go... let's see. Maybe let's go over here, and I'm going to run along the edge real fast. I'm not going to explore all of this super thoroughly right now. I don't really want to jump into a super in-depth area at the moment. So I want to run along the edge, and I want to kind of get over to this tunnel. And maybe we'll go through the tunnel real fast. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, I can't get through there. I'm pretty sure that this symbol on the map over here... Ooh, that chases you a long way. Holy crap. Pretty sure the symbol on the map over here is a tunnel right down on the edge of the lake. Let's see, though. How close am I to it? Oh, man, it's a long way away. I gotta run all the way over there. So, yeah, I'll come back and explore all of this thoroughly later. But I would like at least to get this tunnel opened up. And then if we've got to explore it another day, that's fine. Oh, yeah, and actually, so where is... So that's Raya Lucaria right there. And then behind Raya Lucaria is where you fight the dragon to get the glintstone key. So it probably is best that I start working my way along here anyway, because of the fact that I'm going to have to go back there to get the glintstone key before I can even get into Raya Lucaria. Oh, shoot. Ooh. So, oh, this is a whole... What is... This is a bunch of stuff I don't remember as well. Is there a cave back here, though? I don't think there is. Like I always say, I hate just running through and skipping stuff, because I know we're going to have to come back through here and thoroughly explore anyway. So it always feels silly to skip over a bunch of stuff. But I feel like sometimes, like I've said before, I feel like it's beneficial, because then you can just come back later. So here's this other wandering mausoleum, and then there's all of these guys. And you know what? Since I've already run all this way, I guess what I could do... Let me see. Can I access Bellum from here? And where's this tunnel at? Because I'm right here at it. So it must be... Here we go. Okay, so let me at least open this tunnel up. I'll get the grace that's here. Now that I look at the time, I feel like I'm not really going to have time to actually go through this whole tunnel in this episode, but at least I'll have the grace. And then we can go back up, and I can see if I can at least... get to this side of Bellum Highway. I'd like to be able to do that, because then we can kind of explore that other side. And not necessarily have to go straight into the lake. Lucaria Crystal Tunnel. Okay, so we'll grab this real fast, and I'll come back to this later. And yeah, like I said, let me run back out. I'm gonna see if I can run up, if there's any sort of access point to run up to get onto Bellum Highway, or if I have to access it through Lucaria. Which I don't think is the case, because I'm pretty sure the bridge on that side of Lucaria is totally broken down. We saw that earlier from the upper portion. So I would imagine that there's probably like a spirit spring or something over here that'll give me access. And this is, I mean, this is a huge, huge area down here. Yeah, so I don't see a spirit spring here. I'm not going to worry about this mausoleum yet. Here we go. Here's a spirit spring. All right, so this should take me up there to Bellum Highway, and I can at least grab. Woo! Can at least grab the grace that's here, because I think there's one right towards the front of Bellum. And then what we could do is, like I said, sort of explore Bellum, or at least wrap around to that back portion where that minor Erdtree was. I could at least run down here, wrap around to the back, and explore that area before going through the lake. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but at least I've got access to this area up here. And I guess maybe let's talk to Finger Reader real fast. And so this, I think that if I walk up to this, I think that nothing happens. Examine seal. You cannot proceed without a glintstone key. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I've got to go down to this for. I believe... Or wait, it might be this island. It's one of these two that I have to go to in order to get the glintstone key. I've got to kill the dragon that's there. And now that I think about it, we probably shouldn't talk to her until I'm actually going to go through this area, since she kind of talks about some lore stuff. So let me see. So what does this lead over to? So this is a whole, like, back section here. So that's the bridge. So then, yeah, this has got to be, that's got to be where the dragon is. I seem to remember that being where the glintstone key is at. What is this guy doing? Hello, why are you just staring out in the distance? Just hanging out. Don't you hit me. Gotcha. Okay, so really all I'm doing right now is, since we don't have that much time left in the episode, instead of like conquering an area, that's why I'm trying to sort of run through some of this and get a lay of the land and get a better idea of maybe some of the stuff that I've forgotten about. Oh yeah, and there's these guys here. How much damage do I do to these guys? Oh, decent amount. These guys aren't bad. Made pretty quick work of that guy. That guy sucks. And then... Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is kind of what I was trying to find. Is I think that there's a slope down over here that would allow me... to get down back into the lake from back here, I think. And again, like I said, I know we're skipping a whole bunch of stuff, but I'll come back for all of it later. I just figure if I can grab a couple of these things while we've got a little time here at the end, then I might as well. Alright, so we've got the Bellum Church. So this will lead down that path that'll actually lead me down into the water here. And I don't know where this next map is, though, so that I can actually see all of that. That I don't remember. Ooh, Sacred Tear. It's been a while since I've gotten Sacred Tear. Can I use it right now, or do I need two? I think I still need only one. Increase amount. Yes, perfect. Alright, so then now I've got... Oh, wait, that's right. It doesn't add a charge. It increases the strength of the flask. So now I'm at +6. That is awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap for today. So, like I said, I'm not totally sure where we're going to head next, but I wanted to at least get these graces here so that I have access to it if I decide to come up this way. So maybe we will head back down into the lake. I feel like it's probably better to finish all this lake stuff before moving up here, because I'm going to need the glintstone key to be able to even get into Lucaria, and all of this stuff I guess I'll probably want to do afterwards. So at least we've got this stuff, we've got access to it. I'm going to come back down to here, I guess, and then we'll kind of explore down that section beginning tomorrow. So that's going to wrap us up for today. So thanks so much for checking out today's episode. If you enjoyed it, I would highly appreciate it if you would leave a like, maybe a comment, and also hit subscribe. So thank you again for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.